A garden that blooms all year round may sound like a dream, but it's absolutely possible. In this video, I'll show you 15 fantastic plants that will keep your garden in full glory from January to December. Early bloomers, long-flowering perennials, late-season beauties, and the best part, every single one of them is hardy and easy to care for. Whether you're a fan of snowy winters or a lover of summer blossoms, there's something here for every month of the year. So sit back, grab a coffee, or better yet, your planting plan, and get inspired by a garden that truly works all year long. Let's begin with the first plant, one that blooms right in the middle of winter, as if frost didn't exist. You'll be amazed by what's possible. 1. Witch hazel, Hamamelis intermedia. Witch hazel is a plant that simply ignores winter. As early as January, while the garden still sleeps, it begins to unfold its delicate ribbon-like blossoms. In radiant shades of yellow, orange, or red, it defies the gray of winter and brings vibrant color to the frosty landscape. Its fragrance is a gentle blend of early spring and lemon tea. This shrub loves sunny, sheltered spots, grows slowly, and stays beautifully compact. It requires no pruning. Witch hazel already knows how to look good on its own. It shines best as a solitary plant in the bed, a true star on the winter garden stage. Anyone who has seen witch hazel in bloom will wonder why it's not in every garden. 2. Christmas rose, Helleborus niger. The Christmas rose lives up to its name. It blooms when most other plants are still deep in hibernation. In the heart of winter, often as early as December, it opens its white blossoms and bravely stands against snow and frost. Though it appears delicate, it's surprisingly tough. True understatement on a botanical level. It thrives in partial shade, especially beneath deciduous shrubs or trees. Once established, it needs very little care and can remain faithful for decades. Bees are particularly fond of it, as it provides one of their first food sources of the year. It pairs well with other early bloomers and enjoys the company of companions. In short, the Christmas rose is the quiet star of winter, elegant, reliable, and always a little magical. 3. Purple leaf plum, Prunus cerasifera nigra. The purple leaf plum is one of the first shrubs to take the stage in March, and it does so with style. Its soft pink blossoms contrast perfectly with the deep red foliage, making it clear from a distance that this isn't your standard green shrub. It's full of character. It works wonderfully as a solitary accent, or as a loose ornamental shrub in front gardens. Even in summer, without its flowers, it remains a striking sight thanks to its dark leaves. It tolerates pruning, is hardy, and grows well in most soils. While it loves sunny spots, it can also handle partial shade if necessary. For anyone who wants to make a statement in early spring, this is your shrub. 4. Cornelian cherry, Cornus mas. The cornelian cherry is a true early riser, often showing its first yellow blooms as early as February. By March, it's in full display. Bright yellow flowers even before the leaves appear. That's a real statement of intent. Though a wild species, it's anything but plain. Later in the year, it bears edible red fruits, perfect for making jellies or liqueurs. It's extremely low maintenance, easy to prune, and completely winter hardy. Ideal for hedges or naturalistic gardens, it's also beloved by pollinators like wild bees, making it doubly valuable. In short, the cornelian cherry is an all-rounder with a guaranteed early start. 5. Flowering quince, Chianomeles speciosa. The flowering quince is the color firework of spring shrubs. From March to April, it fills the garden with bright red to orange blossoms, adding an instant burst of energy to any bed. It's not fussy about location or soil. Sunlight is the only real demand. Its blooms sit directly on the branches, almost like paper flowers, only far more beautiful. In late summer, it produces small yellowish fruits that, while hard, are perfect for jellies. With its thorny branches, it also provides shelter for birds, making it a natural haven. Compact, low maintenance, and ideal for small flowering hedges, anyone seeking color in spring can't overlook the flowering quince. 6. ornamental onion, Allium afflatunense. Starting in April, allium brings a completely different aesthetic to the garden, geometric, spherical, and almost futuristic. The round blooms rise on tall stalks, appearing like plants from another world. As a member of the ornamental onion family, it's a true eye-catcher among perennials or flower beds. It looks best when planted in groups, rising gracefully through lower plants. Bees love it, and it asks for little in return, just sun and well-drained soil. After flowering, it quietly retreats, leaving the stage for others without any fuss. Allium pairs beautifully with other bulbs and perennials and returns reliably every year. It's like living art in the flower bed, with zero effort and maximum impact. 7. Columbine, Aquilegia vulgaris. The columbine is the romantic soul of the garden, playful, charming, and slightly nostalgic. Its delicate blossoms in shades of blue, pink, white, or violet look as though they've stepped straight out of a fairy tale. Blooming in May and June, it dances lightly in the breeze, never intrusive, yet always noticeable. It reseeds itself naturally, but in a graceful, controlled way, bringing delightful surprises each year. It thrives best in partially shaded perennial beds or nestled among roses. Completely undemanding, it requires no pruning or fertilizer. The columbine is like a soft note in the grand garden symphony, subtle, yet unforgettable. 8. Japanese azalea, Rhododendron japonicum. The Japanese azalea is pure color explosion. In May and June, it bursts into brilliant orange, pink, or white blossoms with an intensity impossible to ignore. Compact and dense, it's perfect for smaller gardens or front yards. It feels most at home in partial shade and in humus-rich, slightly acidic soil. Rhododendron soil is ideal. Once established, it's remarkably hardy and robust. Its abundance of flowers is stunning, as if painted by an artist who couldn't put the brush down. It also pairs beautifully with other spring bloomers. For those who crave color in spring, the Japanese azalea delivers the full spectrum. 9. Lavender, Lavandula angustifolia. Lavender instantly brings a touch of Mediterranean holiday spirit to your garden. No flight ticket required. From June to August, it blooms tirelessly in shades of violet, releasing its unmistakable fragrance into the warm air. This plant thrives in full sun and dry, well-drained soil. What it dislikes most is waterlogging. A true magnet for bees and bumblebees, lavender is not only beautiful, but also ecologically valuable. It can be used as an edging plant in pots or as a perfect companion for roses. It simply fits anywhere. An annual pruning is all the care it needs. Even in winter, its silvery leaves add a touch of elegance to the garden. Lavender is the perfect mix of Mediterranean flair, insect friendliness, and minimal effort. 10. Hydrangea Annabelle, Hydrangea arborescens. Annabelle is the queen among hydrangeas, and she knows it. From late June onwards, she displays enormous white flower clusters, like snowballs on strong stems. She brings a sense of calm and sophistication to the garden, almost regal in presence. She's particularly stunning when planted in groups or showcased as a single specimen in partial shade. A spring pruning is essential, as Annabelle blooms on new wood. So don't hesitate to cut her back completely if needed. She thrives in fresh, humus-rich soil and tolerates a bit of shade. In full bloom, she becomes a real eye-catcher, but even as her blossoms fade, she remains graceful. Annabelle doesn't demand attention, yet she captures it effortlessly. 11. Panicle hydrangea, limelight. Hydrangea paniculata, limelight. If Annabelle is the queen, then limelight is the socialite. Beginning in July, it bursts into lime green flower clusters that gradually turn soft pink as the season progresses. These blooms last well into October, providing a long and dazzling show through late summer. Unlike many hydrangeas, limelight happily grows in sunny locations. It's robust, easy to prune, and surprisingly low maintenance, ideal for structured flower beds. Even after the blooms fade, it adds texture and form to the autumn garden, especially in the golden evening light. It pairs beautifully with ornamental grasses and dark-leaved plants, creating elegant modern contrasts. Limelight is for anyone who loves refinement without monotony. 12. Meadow sage, Salvia nemorosa. Meadow sage is the long bloomer for the laid-back gardener, and that's meant as a compliment. It begins flowering in June and often keeps going right into late summer. Its upright violet flower spikes bring structure and rhythm to any flower bed. This perennial loves dry, sunny spots and forgives the occasional mist watering. Bees, bumblebees, and butterflies are regular visitors to its blossoms. A quick trim after the first bloom often triggers a second flush of flowers. Perfect for naturalistic gardens, Mediterranean beds, or simply as an easy burst of color. Meadow sage is a true performer, low maintenance, graceful, and always glowing with quiet strength. 13. Coneflower, Echinacea purpurea. Coneflower is the ultimate summer statement. From July onward, large pink or white blossoms with bold, raised centers appear. Strong, radiant, and unmistakable. It's made for prairie-style beds or sunny perennial borders. Hardy, resilient, and beloved by pollinators, it's a must-have in any garden that values both beauty and biodiversity. Even as it fades, it remains decorative, especially when touched by frost in late autumn. Its upright form adds structure, and its bright colors bring energy. Once you've grown it, you'll likely want even more varieties. Coneflower proves that easy care can still be utterly spectacular. 14. Japanese anemone, Anemone hupahensis. The Japanese anemone is the graceful queen of late summer. From August onward, it opens its pink or white blossoms, breathing new life into the garden just as summer begins to fade. Light, elegant, and almost floating. It's a true vision of beauty. It prefers partial shade and humus-rich soil that doesn't dry out completely. When it's happy, it spreads gently over time, never aggressively. Its bushy growth looks wonderful among grasses, ferns, or hydrangeas. Even after flowering, its foliage remains attractive, and the plant stands tall and steady. Reliable and refined, the Japanese anemone is one of the most charming late bloomers in any garden. 15. Fountain grass, Pennisetum alopecuroides. Fountain grass is the soft, graceful finale of your garden's yearly performance. From late summer onwards, it reveals its signature brush-like flower plumes that sway gently in the wind, catching the light and adding movement to the scene. It loves the sun, tolerates dry conditions, and looks beautiful even in winter, when its dried plumes shimmer in the cold air. Best planted in groups, or alongside late-blooming companions like echinacea or anemones, it brings lightness and flow to the garden without taking up much space. Pruning should be done only in early spring. Until then, it can remain standing, adding decorative texture to the winter landscape. An elegant farewell to the growing season, full of softness and quiet charm. Final thoughts. So, are you feeling inspired to turn your garden into a year-round stage of color in life? These 15 plants prove that with a little planning and the right stars in your beds, your garden can bloom, shine, and thrive all year long. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more gardening tips, and share in the comments which plant is your personal favorite, or if you think 1S still missing. And if you're thinking, sounds great, but I'd rather have it all ready-made, no problem. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching, and remember, a truly beautiful garden doesn't belong to one season. It embraces them all.